Okay, thank you everyone. Welcome to lesson 2. So let's do a little review of our notes. You can pull out your cheat sheets if you have them. That's what they're for. Until you know this so well, you don't need to refer to a cheat sheet. So from our ladies, what is the rhyme for the lines in the treble clef?
Every good boy deserves fruit.
Well done. Every good boy deserves fruit. Men, what is the rhyme for the lines in the bass clef? You're meant to be focusing on the bass clef because you're a man. Do you have it? You bring it up. That's.
Every good boy deserves fruit.
No, that's the treble clef.
Is it good boys deserve fruit always?
Correct. Well done. Okay, our lines are good boys deserve fruit always. Ladies, what are we doing for the spaces? How do we remember them? Face. Yes. F-A-C-E from the bottom up. Men, how do you remember the bass clef?
All cows eat grass.
Yes. Do you agree with that? Well done. Yes, that's correct. All cows eat grass are our spaces. And then we were also looking at the numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1. And we'll do some, maybe we'll test the ones that weren't here last week and see if they can recognise some of those hymns. But for now, let's start with singing a C major scale. We'll sing C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C and say the notes back down. And then again, just think of that note placement in your voice. How does that note fit and sound in your voice? So this is a good tool for us to develop. After 2, 1, 2. C, D, E, F, G, let's do it again. After 2, 1, 2. And then I want you to go C, 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 and just feel how the placement shifts in your voice. After 2, 1, 2. C, C, C. Can you feel how it moves into a different spot in your voice? Okay, if you can know roughly where that spot is, it just helps you being able to pitch correctly. Like you're in the ballpark when you look at a note on the staff and you're like, okay, that's around the higher of the C's and I know roughly where that sits in my voice. It just helps you to get there a little bit faster, or with the low C and other notes. And then we've been learning about arpeggios. So let's sing 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. After 2, 1, 2. 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. So I think about when we do the scale, it's like you've come to a stream and it's got a beautiful bridge with lots of wooden slats and you can just walk across the slats and the slats are all those notes. But then we're walking, we come to the stream again, it doesn't have a bridge but it's got stepping stones. And these are our stepping stones across the across the creek of C major or whatever we're calling it. So they're just helping us to get across. So let's sing the arpeggio one more time. After 2, 1, 2. 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. Okay, now for those who weren't here last week, got a little exercise for you. We have a hymn that starts with the pattern 1, 3, 5, 1. 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. Let me count that out for you again. 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. Ringing. I will. Well, don't worry. No one got it at this stage.
Can you say it one more time? Can you say it one more time?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to count. I'll clap the rhythm as well. 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. So you know the... So what we would want is eventually you could sing it in your head. Go 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, and it's victory through grace. 5, 3, 1, 3, 1. So victory through grace, but it's in B flat major. Whatever it is. So you could. There's a song, and we did a couple of others where we were looking at the it had some of those patterns of 1, 3, 5, 1, and what we looked at is intervals. Who can tell me the definition of an interval? Yes.
The distance between two notes.
Yes, so an interval is just a fancy way of saying the distance between any two notes. That's it. So, but intervals, we can count them. So, if we're starting at C major and we're looking, what's the interval between C and E? Well, the first note is C, so we're going to count that as number 1. Second note D. Third note is E, and we call this a third. It's very profound, very difficult. So we start on the first note, so we say 1, the second note 2, the third note 3, that's a third. If we count up one more note, that will be a fourth. This will be a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, and then an eighth or an octave. So it's kind of simple, but we always count from the bottom up. We never count from the top down, and there's a more complex musical reason behind this, but all you have to remember is when you're counting intervals or chords, always start at the bottom and count up. So let's do some interval recognition. So if you get your music Contend for the Faith. Okay, so if we let's look at the treble clef. The first two notes that are together on Brethren, how far apart are those two notes? So you start at the bottom note, you count the first note as number 1, and you count your way up. How far apart are those two notes? On the treble clef. On the treble clef. A fifth. Who said that? Correct. Oh, I forgot. I brought stickers. There's aquatic animals, because I thought this would be very motivating for you as a choir. And there's and there's fruit.
I want to stick it up so everyone else can see.
Okay, you can attach these stickers to yourself. You can attach these stickers to the inside of your choir folders, but not the outside of your choir folders. And you can't stick it to things in the room. Okay, so no sticking to things in the room. I hope we're clear on that, everyone. Would you like an aquatic animal or a fruit? Okay, and just to set expectations, probably not everyone will get a sticker every lesson. So, I know. So I just wanted to set the expectations, but you can aim for a sticker eventually. Okay, so now that we have the stickers on offer, looking at Contend for the Faith, we're looking at intervals. Looking at the bass line, what is that very first interval? Who can tell me? In the bass clef, the first, pardon? A third. We say a third as musicians. But yes, you are correct. You can also have a sticker. Okay, let's find a slightly more tricky one. Okay, ladies, if you look at bar 9, 10, 11, so this is the chorus, the word prayer in the treble clef. Looking at the word prayer, what interval is that? Who said I had a tiny... Okay, yes, a 6 is correct. You may each have a sticker. Please pass the stickers back. And men, let's look at... Okay, let's look at hope. So bass clef, the word hope. What is that interval? Yes, but someone else... No, I said men. No, you spoiled it. I have to find another one now. Yes, let's do your. Submit your. Men, what's that interval? You start at the count the bottom note, that's number 1. And then the space is 2. Line is 3, 4, 5. Wherever we go. So we've got our ladies doing it. Men, what is that interval?
6.
Yes, you can have a sticker. That concludes lesson 2. For practice during the week, continue to work on identifying notes in the treble clef if you're a woman, or notes in the bass clef if you're a man, just to get really confident with being able to identify the notes on the respective staffs. And the other thing you can do is practice identifying intervals, so find some sheet music that has some nice clear intervals. A hymn book probably would be ideal for this, and just practice working on counting and identifying intervals so that you get nice and confident with that. And we'll see you at next week's lesson.